Hello, dear, kind, and intelligent people. Many myths and legends turn out to be true. But is the following myth also true? Who are the Harpies in ancient Greek mythology? In ancient Greek mythology, the Harpies are the daughters of the sea deity Thaumas and the Oceanid Electra. They are archaic pre-Olympian deities with a repulsive appearance embodying various aspects of the storm. Even their names contain elements of the storm. Aella, wind. Aellopa, whirlwind. Podarge, swift-footed. Ocypete, swift. Celaeno, dark. Ancient Greek mythology presents the Harpies as guardians of the realm of the dead, serving as executors of punishment sent by the gods. Their name is associated with the words to snatch or to abduct. The Harpies are linked to stormy winds that carry away those destined to disappear. It was believed that these mythical creatures were sent upon those guilty before the gods, and during meals they would steal their food, contaminating it with stench. According to some legends, they guard the entrance to the underworld abyss of Tartarus and terrify people, abducting children and human souls. Harpies are described as hideous creatures spreading foul odor around themselves. Insatiable, greedy, cruel, and malicious thieves of human souls. They are usually depicted as ugly half-bird, half-woman beings with wings and claws of a griffin, while the head and torso are female. In Greek myths, the harpy is said to have both hands and wings. However, there are also depictions where harpies have only wings. Each finger of a harpy is armed with a long, sharp bronze claw. The harpy's shaggy, matted hair is smeared with mud, as is its entire body. It has pointed, protruding ears and a long, curved nose covered with warts. The monsters are constantly hungry, so their skin is dry and deathly gray. But harpies cannot die of hunger because they are immortal beings. There is a theory that the harpies were originally wind goddesses who accompanied the souls of the dead to the realm of Hades. It is believed that they were once the most beautiful women, but due to their insatiability, predatory nature, selfishness, and intolerance, they were transformed into monsters. Homer in the Iliad names only one of them. Podarge, the mother of Achilles' horses, whom she bore by Zephyrus, the god of the west wind. The ancient Greek poet Hesiod, in the Theogony, mentions two Aella and Ocypete, the father of tragedy. Aeschylus was likely among the first to note that the Harpies were ugly. A fuller description of their impulsive behavior and habits appears in the epic cycle of the Argonauts. In their quest for the Golden Fleece, the Argonauts encounter Phineus, who was punished with blindness and premature old age for misusing the gift of prophecy. Phineus suffered from hunger because of the Harpies. They constantly watched his food, and he did not know how to get rid of them, as they would immediately descend in a black cloud. They would come, take all his food, overturn and defile the dishes. A terrible stench would spread, and a dreadful struggle would begin, for these monsters were as hungry as he was. As a sign of gratitude for Phineus' prophecies, which helped the Argonauts in their wanderings, Zetes and Calais defeated the Harpies and drove them to the Strophades Islands in the Aegean Sea, promising that they would never again torment Phineus. The hero of Virgil's Aeneid, 1st century BC, later describes this episode to Queen Dido. "There is nothing more dreadful than the Harpies. Neither plague nor the wrath of the gods can compare to them, rising from the waters of the Styx. These are birds with the faces of young maidens. From their bellies comes a horrible stench. They have claws on their feet, and are always pale with hunger. Suddenly they swoop down from the mountains upon us, loudly beating their wings, seize the food with their filthy claws, render it inedible, spread a terrible stench, and shriek deafeningly. Finally the Harpies disappear, and one of them, Celaeno, sits on a rock and curses Aeneas. The image of the Harpies is found not only in Greek culture. There are references in other cultures of medieval Europe as well. In Europe, the image of the harpy is used to describe insatiability, greed, and ruthlessness. The image of the Harpies also finds its place in medieval literature. In the work of Dante Alighieri, they are assigned to the 7th circle of hell, where they torment the souls of those who committed suicide. These monsters can also be found in the painting of the artist France Aux Perrier. On his canvas are depicted Aeneas and his companions leaving Troy, while being attacked by a flock of enraged harpies. The painter Giovanni Bellini portrays them as one of the 7 deadly sins, namely greed. In his work, the harpy appears as a large bird with enormous sharp claws and the face of a young, beautiful girl. She stands upon the golden apples of the Hesperides. Yet, despite the beauty of her face, her features are twisted by anger and an insatiable desire for more than she already possesses. You can also quite often see images of harpies on the coats of arms of cities and states during the Middle Ages. Such a symbol represents ferocity when its bearer is provoked into conflict. In the modern world, the image of the harpies also finds its place. They often appear as characters in films and books and can be found in video games. It is also worth noting the existence of a real living harpy, a species of bird of prey from the hawk family. The South American harpy is the only representative of its kind. Finally, today the word harpy is also used as a common term for a greedy, insatiable, and malicious woman who achieves her goals by harming and disadvantaging others. That's how it is. There are many mysteries in myths and legends.